Saturday morning, the quad track's getting a drink, John's doing some sipping, and I'm going to go get the header back from the field last night. Is that straighter than the one Claire put on? That tank nearly needs 5 stickers the size of it. Go! It's getting ready for tracks. Hopefully we'll get this season out of it with it being so dry. That damper was gone. Anyway, we've got a new one because it was banging about. And Andy's turned up to help us fix it. Guest appearance. It's a bit of a pain actually because you've got to kind of like lever it in. I can't remember which end's easiest to lever. I feel like I did that end once. Oh, then we'll try it. Maybe get a ratchet strap around it or something. Sorted that now. Managed to get a bit of a pry bar in that hole and push it a bit, and then get a podgy bar in and pull it over. So should stop it banging and clanging. Put an header on. We're going to change some of these plastic wear strips that are wearing out. Mum got excited. Thought we were going combining them. It was by the house. But yeah, them are worn out, and that one there's fallen off. It's the ones on the metal really that were first. They must sit a little bit lower. Yeah, I think we've cut about 7,000 acres now, so just starting to wear out the ones on these bits, the piano keys, if you will. But that one, the rivets had come out the front, so we'll put that one back on now. We've drilled the rivets out, and then the end ones, they were bad, so that's a new end one. I'm on my way to pick a grain trailer up. Anyway, this is going into OSR, and it was quite poor wheat, so there's a lot of surface compaction. The ground is just baked so hard and no moisture in it, so it seems a bit counterintuitive, but we're actually finding moisture so that when we drill in about an hour we're going into something moist and we'll get it rolled as well. Because if we just drilled into the top of it now, we just end up with the seed sat there for about 2 weeks not doing anything and probably get eaten by birds. So we want to try and get it up and established as quickly as we can, so we'll drill it and roll it quick and keep the moisture in. Header on while I've been moving trailers. John's cut this little field by the yard. Now I'll see if we can get out the gate. It's quite a tight gateway, and then go over to Cronton and we'll go cut in there. That sky doesn't look so clever, does it? Don't really look wide enough to get out, to be honest, but we'll try. It's alright before because I came straight from across the road, but I'm going to try and turn left if I can. Oh, that was lucky. Loads of bikes coming. John's just told me to pull over because there's something hanging off the back of the lights. Turns out it'd come out the hedge. It's about 20 metres of fencing wire. The size of these ruts, like 2 foot deep, bigger than the wheel. Baked like concrete now. So watch it pull the tyre off the rim, back it over it. If you've ever wondered what happens if you don't quite put enough glyphosate on in cold weather, that's the difference. So why has it died here and not either side? Well, basically there was a tram line with some ruts in and we levelled them. So just by that extra kind of like movement of the grass and the bruising of it meant the glyphosate went in and worked, whereas the rest of it kind of went brown and recovered. So yeah, keep your rates high, maybe use a wetter, and warmer weather's a bit better. Looking at this field of wheat for cutting next, and the problem we've got is some of it is green, some of it is completely ripe, because obviously that's pre-drought, that's got all the sun moisture after it's rained, grown really quickly, but it's still green, so that will be completely mushy. You can even take one out. See, just mushes in my fingers. There's that one. Could break your teeth. Madness. I've thrashed one of them by hand, and then there's that one. And then look, fat one. A mushy. Great. Oscar Eats has just been. The way I get the reduced sandwiches. When were they made? 9th. Andrew's got the drill on ready to do some OSR. Tipping. Ready for the dryer. Song. I knew it was a moody sky. You see on there? Can't see, can you? Here you go. See the raindrops. Oh. Yeah, it's officially raining. Oh. Wet straw now. Oh no. Now they're like huge blobs. That might even stop Andrew going drilling. Oh. Proper rain. Still dust, but for how long? Has anyone else decided that farming's not fun anymore? I mean, the weather's one thing, but at the moment, especially in the UK, the political climate is worse. And you just think, what are we doing it for? It's just worse this year than ever. The big drops have gone. And we have still got some dust, so maybe the wind's carrying it off. Right, I'm going to push on now with this. Sorry, John's pushing on now with the combine. I'm taking this back, big spots again now. See if we can get this finished. We might have knackered us up for the rest of the day. But if you turn which way the wind's blowing now, you'll see. You'll see how heavy the rain is. It's teeming down, isn't it? The headland on this field was a different variety because we'd run out of skyfall, and it's still green, hence this makeup. So we'll have to come back. Don't really like coming back to fields, but we're going to have to. We were going to go over the railway to cut skyfall, but the pigeons landed on this week, so I don't know whether to just go and cut this instead first. Yeah, this field, as it come down, there's a massive flock of pigeons on it, been eating it. So we thought, well, we'll cut this first, and then we'll go over the railway tomorrow, when the railway's a bit quieter. But we wanted to finish the skyfall first, which is over the railway. I don't think it rained here, judging by the dust. This is sandstone. Look at the pigeons there. Not moving. This is sandstone, so 2020 this looked like it was going to be a really good yield, and it was rubbish, so I'm not getting any hopes up. You can still see the pigeons all over it. There's the rain again, landing on the window. Oh. Right, we've just changed fields, and Oscar doesn't know what it's called, so on the sheet where we weigh stuff in, I've written it down. Elton Head, right of drive, because as you're pulling the drive at Elton Head, it's on the right of the drive. My dad has just gone in the office, crossed it out and put Elton Head Road Field. Now Elton Head has 2 fields by the road, so how is he supposed to know? Why did he need to do that? He's gone out of his way to cross it out. That is the wheat, and this is where the pigeons got in here. They probably started on this tram line. Sorry about the wind, and they've completely flattened it and grazed it. Nothing left. and then come back into the crop here where it's been still, well, it hadn't even gone flat. They'd pulled it flat through the tram lines, but it doesn't look too bad there, does it? But then here, devastated by them. That's why we're cutting it now. Andrew's still out drilling at OSR, and Morgan is just nearly finished working some of the fields that he's been putting in. So here is a little bit of Morgan on the quad track as taken by Richard. Different day now, we've got blue skies. This has been eaten here, you can see. Been flattened in for the stubble. There's Oscar just pulling in. I'm full now. A little bit left at this corner and a bit there. And we'll cross to the other side. So on the right of the drive, there's the drive. The other side is the left of the drive. They're both at the top of the hill, so no need to call the field hilltop or whatever he wanted to call. It says that one should be called. Do we call this road, and that's by the road as well? Yeah, don't know. No idea. When people talk of the urban fringe, there it is. There's Adam with his shorts on. The wildflowers. We're swapping fields now. Heading back to the yard now. I think this will be my last load today. John will jump on with Oscar. I'll leave the combine in the yard up here, and then we'll resume tomorrow while the weather's for us. There's no point in breaking our necks, I don't think, tonight. Right, going to do the birthdays while I'm back at the yard. Thomas Leedham is 30, Martin Gray is 52, and Matthew Hazelhurst is 51. And we're now up to £101,508. We've got the paramedics from the air ambulance coming on Monday to do a little bit of a thing about raising over 100,000. We're going to go and check the dryer. But oh, the mixer, you mean? James is saying the spreader's back. I think he means the mixer. Concrete mixer's back. Yeah, lads are on their way back now, hopefully with the last load. It's about 8 o'clock, I think. Yeah, we'll knock off and resume tomorrow. Andrew will be back in a minute, I think, with the drill. So we'll have to put some, make some room for to put that in the shed. But yeah, productive day. Just not really feeling it today. Yields, some of the stuff have been awful. Disappointing that one of the fields wasn't fit to cut either as well. So that means we've got to go back to it, which is just not efficient and not a good use of time. It means we can't turn it around quicker as well and get the cover crop in. But yeah, that's all for today. Made it this far, thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow. And he's back. I'm just going to fill the dry back up anyway. Joe Seal's ending today, so thanks for watching. Actually, actually part 3, it's still not over. That should be okay. That's just filled up. I need to now shove up in this shed so that Oscar can take the load that he's bringing back now, which will be the last one of the day. So I've tipped. Let's turn the lights on. I've tipped there, so I'm going to shove that up to there and then keep it tight. So that's dry wheat, that's wet wheat, and then the milling wheat's going through the dryer and landing up in that shed. To be honest, I say wet wheat, it's 15.3, so it's not really wet, but it just wants a bit of drying and a bit of cleaning. I've just seen through the trees some beacons and a flash of orange and yellow, so I'm guessing just coming around that corner. Oh, look at that sunset. It's now about 9:15 actually. I'm guessing that is Oscar and John back. There they come. There we go. So we have a double ending, it's called a Joe Seals ending. Today's quiz question is, what's 3 endings? Let me know in the comments. Nice sunset.